Morning, guys.
Morning.
Something different today. We're not going on a trek as such, but we're going on a road trip. We're going up to Scarborough. See you further up the road. One thing about Scarborough, you'll never go hungry when you're in this town. There's that many fish and chip shops and little cafes.
There is.
There's absolutely loads. You will never go hungry in this place. I'm feeling a bit peckish myself, to be honest. It's breakfast time. Let's go get some breakfast. One thing about Scarborough, it is full of history. This building here, King Richard III was reputedly to have stopped here in 1483, 1485. King Richard III. That's going back a fair few years. It's now a restaurant and a cafe. Beautiful. Wow, so after walking up Eastborough and Newborough to try and find somewhere to eat, nowhere would take cars. It's really living. So we finally found somewhere, so we're going to enjoy a big breakfast and then we'll have a wee walk around. Catch you in a bit. Scarborough Castle, one of the oldest castles in the country. It's believed that on this site there was a Neolithic site as well. Over 3,000 years buildings were standing up there. The keep that you see is from the 11th century, so that's really old. It was a royal castle, Henry II. It was gifted, I believe before that, to, I can't quite remember his name now. It was gifted by King Stephen, Scottish king. But yeah, it's been castles on this site for many a years, many a century. back of me is St Mary's Church here in Scarborough, just down from the castle, and there's a very famous grave, a very famous author, should we say?
Yeah.
So let's see if we can find this grave, and I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we find the famous grave that we're after. This person died in 1849, she was born in 1820, she was only 29 years old. That's the original gravestone that we're looking at the moment, but the society of this person, that we're going to show you in a second, laid another plaque in 2011. So the famous person that we're talking about is obviously Anne Bronte. She was famous for two novels, really.
The Tenant of Wildfell Hall and Charlotte. No, not
Lady Grey.
Lady Grey.
Lady Grey. So, 29 years old. She had two famous sisters, also authors and writers. Charlotte Bronte and Emily Bronte, I believe.
Yes.
Who was born in North Yorkshire. Yeah. So, there we go. A famous Bronte. Actually, that's the original gravestone. And that was placed there in 2011 by the Bronte Society. R.I.P. Anne. We just stumbled across this coming back down to the seafront from the castle and the church. They're doing an archaeological dig. Phil's just gone to ask them to see what they're digging and what they found. So they've definitely found something. It's quite interesting. Looks like they've definitely found some sort of building there. Let me just zoom in for you. There you go. I'm looking for Tony Robinson, but he's not there. Anybody that doesn't know who Tony Robinson is, he did Time Team.
Hi. Well, the archaeology dig that we've just witnessed is all gardening, agricultural things from the monks that were around that area at the time. So I'll leave it to Summer to tell you what they found.
There's like a lot of pottery and like bricks and stuff like that, what they found in pieces of building. And then when they like send it off to like get separated. And then like they separate the green emerald things like apart from the other things. And then yeah, they sort of send it off and then they do sort it, and that's all I'm talking.
Right, so the green thing she was on about is Scarborough pottery, which was made around this area and exported all over the world. So yeah, really interesting. They've got to back through it tonight and cover it all up, but they've been doing it for the last 2 days, and they found 2 weeks, and they found a lot of stuff. Interesting. Thank you.
In a bit.
Yeah, we're just looking up at the Grand Hotel in Scarborough. It's had its problems over the years with one thing or another. Subsidence. I think part of it almost fell into the sea at one point, didn't it? It's had a lot of problems with a lot of other things. Cholera or something?
Yeah.
Something like that. Don't quote me on that one, but I'm sure it had a lot of problems. It's had a bit of wartime history.
It was damaged during the First World War and one of the first coastal buildings to be hit. And in the Second World War, it was used by the RAF or something. And it had 4 gun emplacements around it.
Yeah, it was built in 1863 and opened in 1867. The Grand Hotel here in Scarborough. Iconic landmark, to be fair, without its problems. Well, while we're having a bit of a pit stop and we're having a bit of a drinky pools at dinner time, staying local with a pint of Theakston. Summer's on J2O, is it? And Phil is on boarding Carly.
Yeah, that's right.
We're in the Lord Nelson. I cannot believe this young lady in front of me doesn't even know who Lord Admiral Nelson were. I'm shocked. The history that she don't know today is unbelievable. So we're just leaving Scarborough. We've had an absolutely brilliant day. Weather's not been too bad to say it's been raining everywhere else. We got here this morning, there was hardly anybody about. As you can expect, it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock when we got here this morning. Finally find somewhere to eat that didn't just take cash. That was a bit of a problem. We've had a lovely walk around. We've been up to the castle, we've had a look at other historical places thereabouts. We've had a lovely walk on beach, and the only thing we haven't done is been in amusements to have a bash on some of the amusement arcades and things, but we've had a fantastic time. So we're on his way back, sadly she says, but it's been an absolutely lovely day. It's been a different video from what we normally do. This one, so it's not a trek as such, but at least we've had a trek round Scarborough. So we'll leave this video here. It's only been a wee one. So from J Hart,
Hello. Summer.
yeah,
Keep trekking.
In a bit.
trek on. See you later.